According to my mathematical calculations, there is only 12 days left until competition, which is pretty damn insane. I'm also now done with the deload week. That was last week, so this will be the first week back. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna strictly go back to where I were before deload, but I'm gonna do like a smooth transition. So the deload week, we did change the intensity of the exercises, so I took a thicker band, so it made the exercise easier, and I reduced the sets to only 2 sets. What I'm gonna do today is gonna be to have the same band as the deload, so the intensity is pretty low, but then add that 3rd set. So I will do, it's gonna be a sort of a lot of muscle connection, but not high intensity, so pretty smooth transition between deload and normal training. I will do this for 1 front lever and 1 planche workout, and then I have my rest day, and then I have another front and planche, but those 2 I will be back with a normal schedule with a thinner band and pretty harsh workouts or harsh sets. I don't know if there's a lot of people here that's studying. I'm studying my 3rd year now in mechanical engineering, and we're doing a lot of coding or programming. It can be extremely frustrating and extremely enjoyable at the same time. The frustrating part is that small things can fuck up the whole code and everything goes wrong. But to some degree that's also sort of the beauty with it, because you sometimes just need to change just something extremely small and then everything solves itself. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I was in the university programming or coding, and we managed to finally get it. It was literally, we're doing this in pairs, and we sat there and said like, all right, we'll give it 1 more try, and if we are not even close, we just call it a day, eat lunch, and then move on to other things. But then when we did that, we didn't get it completely right, but we got a bit further than we did the first times we tried it. So then we gave it another, and we adjusted the code slightly, and then we sent it in again, and then it was perfect. So that was insane, like clutch, never giving up mentality. Not really, but almost. I think it was almost a bit more of luck, but it is what it is. Now we're done with that part, so I only have 1 more coding exercise, and then that course is done. Then I only have my bachelor project. That's the only thing I have left now before summer, which is damn good, because that one is a bit more enjoyable as well. We get to do coding, we get to build stuff, a bit more hands-on, and some freedom as well. Then I'm not the guy that likes to write essays and stuff, but we need to do that as well. Reports, not the most fun thing, but sometimes you just gotta do it. And let me tell you, this summer I'm gonna go ham. I feel like studying and things, it's been holding me back a lot to what I want to do, because once again, studying, it's a full-time job to some degree. There's a lot of things I would love to do, so I'm really looking forward to this summer. I'm gonna go all in on training, the community especially as well. Link in the description for the community, and content creation in general, and competitions as well. Because now when there's no studies and things, I can also build routines. Oh damn, we're twisting here. Because now when there's no studies, or not now, but in summer, I can build routines that are purely focusing on maximizing results. So for example, I could train exactly the times I want, and that would be in the afternoons or after lunch roughly, which is perfect, because sometimes when I train it's a bit too early or too late. Most of the times it's a bit too late. So if I have the freedom to choose, I would train after lunch when I get some energy, had time to digest, I don't feel full, and all the energy is not necessarily in the digestive system, but actually been taken up from the body, and I have full power for the workout. Looking forward to. And also just to freedom. Sometimes I do a lot of content on Instagram, but I've been a bit worse lately, because that's, we had to prioritize our things, and now it's been just managing exams and studies, focusing on the community, and on YouTube as well. YouTube has been a new thing for me that I really want to focus on. And of course, time has to be taken from somewhere. We just have 24 hours, and some of you know, as an athlete as well, I really prioritize sleep. So already there, 8 hours are gone. But to have that freedom with content creating, because sometimes I get these ideas like, damn, this would be so sick to film, or there's a day where it's just perfect weather for a certain video. Sometimes you want really good lighting or sun, you know, if you want, let's say, a happy video or a trendy video. Or if there's extreme rain some days as well, those ones are sick. Like, I would love to film them. If I always have plans, I can't really just, you know, oh, now I want to do this. And that's been something I've been, you know, really looking forward to, or really look forward to for this summer especially, and the year to come as well. Because I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to pause from the university, take a pause and go all in for the things that I really want to do. I learned a lot from university. It's not necessarily that I'm great at mechanical engineering. Like, of course we study specific courses for it as well, but mechanical or engineering in general is more about like problem solving to some degree, and you get really good at learning stuff. And I think that's probably the best thing I'm taking away from this studying. It's not that I get on paper, oh, you have a bachelor in mechanical engineering. It's like, it doesn't say too much, but in my opinion, the things I actually got from it is the fact that I can quickly learn stuff. So if I want to do something, I know like, oh, this is what I need to solve this problem, and then I find it out. I think that's the probably biggest or the best thing I get from studying these years. Some contacts, I guess, decent. It might be knowledge that I don't know that I need, but maybe I need in future, that I will have gotten from studying. And also routine based is really good. Like, I get super good at prioritizing things. I know that this I need to get done, and I want to get it done quick, because then I can spend the rest of the time doing things that I actually want to do, if that makes sense. Not settling just for studying. I think that's also a thing you gotta value, like what's success for you. Because if I, for example, let's just take my parents or my families and close ones in general, like, they are extremely impressed that I passed my exams in school and stuff, but that's not where I see my success at all. Like, it's just something I get done almost to just make everyone around me feel like I'm succeeding, if that makes sense. Because everyone says like, oh, if you're going to university and studying, well, that's successful in a lot of people's opinion. But it's not necessarily what I feel is successful, because it's just to some degree following a system. Like, someone is handing me like, oh, you need to do this. This is what you have to study. It's like, there's no creativity in that, in my opinion. It's just, yeah, it's a grade, not too much after all. What I've just been trying is to pass the exams, and then all of the time I have on the side, focusing on the things that I value, that I see joy from, that I feel like I'm making a difference. For example, inspiring people, doing things that I actually feel like I have a purpose. Because mechanical engineering, we need people like that as well, but I feel like there's someone that's more suitable for that than I am. Maybe I fit way more in this fitness industry, and that's what I'm meant for. So that's where I spend my time. This was a bit longer car talk, but sometimes that's needed. It is time for a push workout, planche, doing everything. It's going to be 3 sets like I mentioned before, and still resistance band is pretty thick. So not too hard, I hope it's not going to be too hard. It is time for the first exercise. It is planche push-ups with a 1 to 2 second holds, just marking it, just like last session. I also had a 10 to 30 kg resistance band, same as during deload. I think that's going to be like pretty smooth transition to the normal training. Not just going directly from deload, which is pretty low intensity, directly to my normal one, because then the last workout in deload and the first one in my normal workout is going to be a huge difference. Not the best for the body, it's almost like a shock. So that's the plan. I'm not going to jinx anything today, but I do feel a bit more powerful than usual. And since we're having a bit thicker bands, could be a good workout. Still believing in it. And you also might notice I don't have a cap. First video in like 30 videos that I don't have it. That's because I forgot it in the morning, and that sucks. So now we'll have to have the microphone here. It works, but I can't go shirtless. Can't see the form that good. And it's also a bit more uncomfortable. When you have it on the cap, you literally don't notice that it's there, and it's always pretty good sound. You might hear some rattling sound now, which I hope will be fine. almost too explosive. Sometimes when you have a bit thicker band and feel good, the hips are a bit too high, because this is where you're getting help. So for the next set, I'm gonna focus on trying to push the hips downwards so we get good form as well. But the power, I think it's definitely there today. The focus now in planche push-up is to push the shoulders, or the shoulders and the back. That's the part of the body that you want to move first, and then comes the, you know, hips and legs. And what that means is that the form is going to be better. Let's just take another example. If I were to push with my, let's say, bum or ass instead, the ass is going to be pointing a bit too much upwards if that one is going up before my shoulders are. So then my form is going to be shit in that sense. Therefore the focus is going to be pushing the shoulders up, and the legs and core is just connected, but they will come slightly after. So first shoulders, and then the rest of the body. That was hard to explain, but hope you got it. Bit slower reps, so the fifth hold was a bit hard to perform, but the control I think was better than first set, which is good. I think control is more valuable than the actual sets or reps. If you have good control but then fail the last rep, it's not too bad. But if you just have shitty form and controlling everything, but you get 5 reps, is it really 5 good reps that are going to give you anything? I don't know, most likely not. But it was good. Let's do another set, pretty much like this one, and then we move on. Bit low on power in that one. But in general, these 3 sets, pretty good. Way better than the last one we did. I think that's actually the yesterday's vlog, even though I had 1 rest day in between, so way better. It's good, because we have deloads to increase, have time to recharge, power up, getting stronger after. Let's move on. This one is going to be harsh. I will find a good song for it. That's like step number 1. Then enter the zone, and then hopefully we actually get a decent press. But in general, my press strength has improved a lot during the last few months. So I'm starting to enjoy these ones a bit more. Not so much a love and hate relationship anymore. It's more, not love, but almost there. Maybe the day where I can do like 2 clean ones in a row, then it's a love relationship. Was something. Not the cleanest press, a bit banana, but we got up, and the 1 arm was pretty solid. Good start, but there's 2 more to go, so this can either improve, stay the same, or get worse. I'm hoping for at least the 2 top ones. It was really hard to see the form with shirt. I'm gonna do 1 set, just take it off, and I'll bring on the shirt again with the microphone. But I'm gonna try my best to have a pretty good form. And if you're wondering what a good form is, that's when you're not hollow body and the legs are pushing the rest of the body. A good planche press, or at least my opinion, is when the legs are a bit further down and it's actually just the shoulder and the protraction part that is just grabbing the legs or taking the legs with them. That's a pretty bad explanation, but what you want to get is at least the legs should not be leading the motion, they should be behind. And the protraction, the shoulders, they are the ones that are pushing the press motion. That will do. That was pretty solid. It wasn't the best press in the end, and to some degree the end is it should be the easier part of the press. The hardest part is to start getting some momentum, and then towards the end should be a bit easier, but for some reason I'm struggling at that point today. The last press as well was decent in the beginning, got some momentum, and then in the top I had to arch the back a bit in order to reach the full handstand position. But in general, pretty damn solid. I think that was much better. Not 100% sure, but I felt better. I hope the footage says the same. It is time for the Maltese hold. That one is usually pretty rough, especially in the pronated grip. A bit harsh on the thumbs as well. This workout we do have the thicker resistance band, so it should be pretty good. Not too harsh on the thumbs and joints, and just straight arm strength in general. I was thinking, it's literally impossible to see form or anything, because I do have some loose fit outfit, which I really love to have to work out in, but for showing purposes and form checking, it's not the best. So I'm gonna take off the microphone, just have it loose, and this will have to do for now. I think it's gonna be better. Then I will bring back my cap for next time, and maybe just hide another reserve cap in the gym, so if I were to forget I could always take that one. Let's get into the airplane mode. I think Maltese is just, it should be named either airplane mode or shoulder killer, because the strain you feel in shoulders is insane. And then if you were to have this grip as well, you feel this full side. But what I like about Maltese as well, and Planche in general, is that if I hold it and I feel that something feels a bit off, I can always just face plant, and it's pretty short to the floor. So it's not too painful, but it's a good way. Like, I would never just hold it maximum if I were to feel any pain, bad pain of course, then that's a good thing. But some skills are a bit harder, like Hefesto back in the days when I trained it a bit. If I were to feel pain in the Hefesto, it's hard to release, just let go of the bar, because you do face plant forward with pretty high, or you usually do it on a high bar or something, so it's pretty high up. Or you're doing it with resistance band, then you're stuck in a weird position. So that one is harder. But this one, I just take the face plant every day over getting injured. One more set of destruction, and then it's time for some more planche press, but with resistance band this time, so we can probably get some good form. That will do for now. Solid Maltese hold. And the planche, this set I think was the best one so far, but can't be 100% sure. Either way, let's move on and do some more planche press. And if I perform 5 reps that are good form, or at least as good as it gets, I'll be pretty satisfied. We should be able to do it with this band. I've done it with the step less, or the lower resistance band. I think that's 5 to 15 kg help, and this is 10 to 30, so almost double. I am really sorry, but I had forgot to delete yesterday's vlog, so my memory card was full, and it stopped in the middle of my set, so you didn't even get to see one rep of the last one. But trust me, I did 5 reps, pretty solid. So I think these ones are also gonna be pretty good. I have to live up to what I'm saying. And the first set was decent, trust me. Let me show you guys how it looks. 5 reps of planche press. Ooh. That was slightly heavier than the first one, but not too bad. It's just the final rep can be discussed. Because that one, I don't know. I should fulfill it, but every rep is like the band slips a bit off, and I need to straddle it a bit more each time. Might also be that I'm a bit stressed to get out when I'm actually done with the 5th one, so I'm a bit sloppy with that one. For the last one, I'm gonna try to get the 5th one, and then when I'm done, then I can focus on how to get out from the band. Fuck! We need one more. Come on. Holy fuck. Oh, that probably looks hilarious. That's when you realize your body doesn't recharge in a few seconds. You need a few more minutes to recharge. That final rep was just impossible. But there you go. That's my, I think, biggest fail so far here, which is good. Showing. Even on a good day, that's when I fail, because that's when I actually push myself a bit more towards my actual limits. And that was the final planche press. Good way to end it. And now let's move on to some weighted dips, and that's gonna be the wrap. I brought 50 kg. It's lighter weight than you should train with. We've been touching 70 kg, trained that for a while before. But now I think 50 is gonna be good enough, especially since we're in this transition between deload and normal training. And it's competition soon, so I don't wanna fuck up my shoulder, which is a high chance when it comes to dips. Feels so damn good. I love the dips. It's way more natural now since I don't have the cap and I can't really talk like this. I feel like this feels more staged when you're holding a microphone, which sucks, but this is a one-time occasion where I forget my cap. Not again. Righty, time for another set. I have full focus now on being pretty lean forward and doing the dips here. It doesn't look as good in my opinion, but it's so much better when it comes to risk of not getting injured or preventing injuries. Because it's when you're opening up, that's when you're getting a lot of tension in the shoulders, and that's what fucked me over once, and I don't want to happen. I don't want it to happen again. So that's why I'm doing almost over protracted, doing the dips here. Still really good, feels controlled. Main thing is that I don't feel any pain. Perfect. In general, I think today was a bit stronger, a bit long as well. I don't know. It feels like I've been here for 2 hours maybe. Maybe I have as well. Sometimes that's the case. In general, pretty good workout. I had something I want to say. I literally had it on my mind for 2 seconds ago. Oh yeah, I got it. It was about building a physique, and it's in relation to respect and how you are presented to other people. Because when it comes to, if you look at a person pretty quick, you can to some degree already get understanding of who that person is, if that makes sense. And this is where having a good physique is pretty crucial when it comes to first impressions. Because for me, if I meet someone that clearly shows that they've been putting in the work and they care about their body and how they look, or not necessarily how they look, but how their health is, and usually the health is reflected on how they some degree look as well, if that makes sense, then they will instantly gain some respect. And having a good body, that is a pretty unique way to actually know that, all right, this is 100% this person that has been putting in work. If you take it to comparison, if I see someone, you know, driving an insane sport car, or they have millions in their bank account, can't speak. That doesn't necessarily tell me anything about that person, because they could have won that money, they could have inherited it from their, you know, parents and stuff, if that's the name for it, or they maybe are just, you know, renting a sports car. Like, all of these factors doesn't really say that much about a person, because money, it's just an illusion. It's something we measure value in on this earth. But if you were to go in another world and you have millions in your bank account, who the fuck would want that? It's just impossible. But let's say you go out, you meet an alien, if that's something, or if there is anyone out there, if they would see your physique, they would instantly probably know that you've been putting in the work. But money can't reflect that in any way. But the physique will always be like, all right, this person, I should put in the work for it. And that's why it's so damn crucial, and real recognize real. So if you get respected for your physique, that will be from people that know how much value it is to having a physique or a healthy lifestyle. That's what I wanted to say. But now let's do some flexing and wrap it up. So, double bicep. I also learned about having these pointed. This is more for the tip, if you have the, let's say, fist pointed towards you. And this will get like a wider bicep, but most people want a bigger tip, I guess, so that sounded weird. But that's why they flex in inwards. Looks decent. Then personal favorite. We'll try tricep for this one. The Maltese flex. I know, sometimes that looks sick, sometimes it just looks weird. Hope this was one of the ones that looked good. What else do we have? Lat spread. I suck at this one, but let's give it a shot. I know, not my thing. We haven't done back, but let's do one back shot. I think that's gonna be it. Otherwise I will get too exhausted from the flexing. Might be good, because I'm getting better at it. Or I hope. Let's just not talk anymore. I don't know, I've been stumbling and being pretty tired and distracted from this microphone. So right now, I don't want to talk anymore. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys in the next one. And I will fix this microphone and just everything. See you guys in the next one. Ciao, ciao.